Welcome to Eat and Live Free. My name is Alisia Young, and this video is a series of movements intended to inspire you to turn to movement during the afternoon slump, rather than turning to pick-me-ups that are high in sugar or caffeine, such as pastries, candies, coffee, and all that other stuff. If you're new to this channel, here you'll find mindful movement practices to help you deal with stress and burnout. You'll also find nutrition guidance to support you with overcoming emotional eating, along with junk food and processed food dependency. Subscribe for more if this sounds like what you're looking for. All you'll need for this practice is a comfy, cushy mat, but you're also welcome to use props such as 2 blocks and bolster. You'll see me using props, but that's just because I enjoy adding them to my practice. However, they are optional. Let's get moving. Start in a comfortable position such as easy pose with your legs crossed. Start by taking your shoulders back. Now taking it in the other direction, intentionally and continuing to breathe deeply. As you take a deep breath in, bring your arms up to the ceiling, and as you rotate to your right, bring your arms down to either side. And as you exhale, and on your next inhale, rotating to your left, bringing those arms down to the sides, continuing at your own pace. Now as you come back to center, coming into tabletop position with your knees directly beneath your hips, wrists directly beneath your shoulders, coming into cat and cow. Deep breath in as you bring your spine towards the ceiling for your cat. And on your exhale, arching your back gently as you come into your cow, alternating at your own pace. Coming into a downward facing dog, gripping your hands into the mat and curling your toes as you bring your hips up towards the ceiling behind you, alternating sides as you pedal your feet, gently warming up the calves, and sliding your head through your arms, bringing your chest forward, coming into upward facing dog, choosing to either keep your thighs and shins elevated above the mat or bringing them to rest down on the mat, and rotating your head from left to right and right to left, giving the neck a nice stretch. Coming into tabletop as we prepare for extended puppy or melted heart. You can tuck your shirt into your pants, as this pose tends to have your shirt fly up. So keeping your hips directly above your knees, reaching your arms forward in front of you. You can rest your head on the mat or on a bolster or on a block. Coming in to thread the needle, you're going to take your left hand and reach it through that space between your right elbow and shoulder, rotating your body to rest the left side of your head either on the mat or on a block or a bolster. Unthreading the needle on the left side as you thread the right arm in that space between the left elbow and shoulder, resting the right side of your head either on the mat or a block or a bolster or even a comfortable towel. And coming back to tabletop as you bring your hips back towards your heels for your child's pose. You can keep your arms extended in front of you, or you can bring them by your sides. Coming back up to tabletop as we get ready for low lunge. Starting with our right leg, you're going to bring your right foot towards the front of the mat, keeping your knee directly over your ankle and taking that left knee behind you to a comfortable stance. Here, the energy is going from your hips towards the front of your right knee. You're welcome to rest your arms by your sides or on your hips, or bring your arms up beside your ears, or you can rest your hands on blocks on either side of your knee. Now you can stay here in low lunge, or you can take it up into high lunge, also known as warrior one, where you're coming up to a standing position where your left foot is tilted at about a 45-degree angle. And again, keeping that right thigh parallel to the ground. And coming back down to the mat, preparing for pigeon. So for this pose, you can use a bolster if you'd like, or you can go without it. Without the bolster, you're going to shift your right foot towards the left side of the mat. And you can lean forward, lean your chest and your head down towards the mat. You can rest your head on a block or on a bolster or directly on the mat. If you'd like to use a bolster, you can slide it underneath that thigh and underneath the glute. Not mandatory to bring your chest and head down towards the mat. You're also welcome to sit more upright if that's more comfortable for you. The focus here is on opening the hips. Taking your time to come out of your pigeon. Taking your time is really important as you're transitioning between your poses to prevent any injury and to help it be a more relaxed movement practice. Coming back into your child's pose, bringing your hips towards your heels. Getting ready to do low lunge on your left side now. So coming back into that tabletop position and bringing your left foot towards the front of the mat with your knee directly over your left ankle. Energy shooting from the hips towards the front knee, and you're welcome to use blocks if you'd like. And choose the hand placement that feels best for you. Coming up into high lunge, warrior one if you'd like, bringing that right foot up from the mat and angling your back foot towards the front of your mat, about 45-degree angle. Bring your arms up by your sides on a deep inhale. And on your exhale, bring your arms out to the sides. Continuing at your own pace. And as you take your time to come back down to the mat as we get into that pigeon pose, walking that left foot towards the right side of your mat as you allow your knee and thigh to come down to the mat. Adding the bolster if you'd like underneath your front thigh. You can rest your head on a block if that's comfortable for you. And taking your time to come out of your pigeon as we slowly rotate onto our back for supported bridge. For this pose, starting by lying on our back with our feet flat on the mat, knees bent, you're going to raise your hips up towards the ceiling, and beneath you, you're going to slide either a block or a bolster directly beneath your lower back so that you're supported by that prop. If you'd like, you can stay here, or you can experiment with extending one leg out or both legs out. Same with the arms, so that you can see what feels good for you. This pose is a great surrendering pose, so you can feel your body completely supported by the prop. If you do not have props or do not want to use them, you can come onto your back in a starfish position where you're flat on the mat. Now you can stay here longer if you have the time and if it's comfortable. Otherwise, bring your knees up towards your chest as you massage your lower back, rotating from left to right, and then rotating clockwise for 3 rotations, and then taking it counterclockwise in the other direction. From here, going into your final resting pose, your Shavasana, you can choose to lie in corpse pose, where your whole body is resting flat on the mat, or you can choose your favorite resting position. And if you have time, stay in this position as long as you are able to. Congratulations for making time for movement today. Comment below with your favorite stretch and click the link below to either join the waitlist or to get more information about the beginner yoga series that I'll be teaching. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time.